Hello collective, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well this afternoon. Holy moly, eh? That's what the man said. Won't you listen what the man said? I'm gonna tap right in. See what Spirit has for us this afternoon. The Chariot. The Chariot's here. Your chariot, madam. Courage, victory, a journey, forward movement, a departure. Willpower, control, challenged by. Oh. We got Eight of Swords in the upright and Death in the upright. Wow, man. That's heavy. Freaking heavy, man. Dang, man. In the subconscious, there is the Nine of Wands in the upright and the King of Swords in the upright. So this, there is a resilience. Faith has been tested. Boundaries have been held. By a truthful, honest, and disciplined person, an authority. And there's this victory here, Chariot. Somebody's in a victim mentality and there's death here. Holy moly, man. That's some heavy duty business. That's like a battle. And King of Swords came out the victor. And somebody wound up in a Eight of Swords imprisonment and then endings. Dang. Recent past. We got the World. Completion. Celebration of life. Wholeness. Accomplishment. So yeah, completion of a cycle. Something big is happening. Big. Intention and expectation. Queen of Cups in the upright. Sensitive, intuitive, compassionate, emotionally stable, nurturing, healing, so this is the completion of a cycle and the intention and expectation is to heal. Wow. Holy moly. In the near future, we've got the Queen of Swords. King of Swords. justice, judgment, justice, clear boundaries, coldness, direct, clear-mindedness, very perceptive, no emotion. Whoa, the lens that's being looked through is the star. Healing, rejuvenation, healing, renewal. In the environment, we've got the Six of Swords in the upright. So there's a moving on to calmer waters, a change, hopes and fears, Two of Pentacles, balancing or juggling multiple priorities, weighing your options. There could be some negotiations happening. Decisions. And the outcome. Oh, is a Three of Swords. Dying. A divorce. A heartbreak. And Eight of Wands. So this is a swift, a swift change, and a Tower. And apparently this is something to celebrate, and it's a renewal, planning for the future. Planning for the future after all this conflict. A return to innocence. A return to sweet. Those sweet, nostalgic, innocent memories of joy and happiness. Oh. So there's the Chariot here, and there's an official person who is not the privileged lady. Or an official person has called somebody out as not being a privileged lady. We've got the Eight of Swords. So there's mental restrictions, or somewhat of some kind of a victim mentality, or some sort of a restriction. And then endings. So somebody may have been discovered not to be a privileged lady. They were in an official person, and they were maybe be given a whole bunch of restrictions, and their position as an official person is now over. End of a cycle. Sudden wealth. This privileged, is non-privileged lady is challenged by this sudden wealth. Or maybe this official person gained a victory over this non-privileged lady. This official person gained a victory, has momentum, forward movement, and control over this person who's not a privileged lady. Yes, Sariski. So there is this non-privileged lady has been restricted. There's a death card here, so I don't know what that potentially means. And then we have sudden wealth, so that could just mean that there's no more wealth for this person. Like there could be like an ending to their wealth and some sort of a mental restriction, perhaps. Oh, geez, I don't know, man. Because you've got death there, and on the bottom of the deck, you got coffin. So we've got this King of Swords here. He's disciplined, truthful, honest. He's got mental clarity. He's a reliable fella who has been tested and found resilient and courageous, perhaps. This could be this official person. Oh. Ooh. Was this person trying to take out this King of Swords? And he had to like defend himself. And there's like weariness here. Well, despair. Or maybe it could be that this, well, there's the ending. So there's the death card. There's the non-privileged lady is challenged by the death of sudden wealth and a mental restriction. And they could potentially be in a Nine of Wands energy, and they could be in despair because this official person gained a victory over whatever, they gained control over whatever this situation is. And they could be this King of Swords who has truth and clarity over this circumstance, whatever it may be for you. We got the World out here, so in the recent past, so this is a completion and a celebration. Oh, innocence. Where was that? A return to innocence, that nostalgia in the bottom of the deck there. Yeah, so we got the child here, or there could potentially be a child. You've got this nurturing Queen of Cups here. You know, there could be maybe the potentiality of becoming a parent. Like that may be an intention of this, or maybe whoever's turning the wheel of this cycle, or maybe this King of Swords is leaving behind this false privileged lady and moving forward in with this Queen of Cups, and maybe wants to have a child with this person. But then you got this Queen of Swords here too, so let's just maybe this Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords is a true Empress. I don't know. Let's continue clarifying. We got poverty in the reverse. So somebody, this Queen of Cups is not in poverty. This is the completion of a cycle and a celebration of life, and you have child here in the recent past. So you may have recently had a child. There could be a spirit baby. There could be a spirit baby in the making. Queen of Swords. So there's truth and clarity again. Clear, unbiased judgment, and clear justice, independent. Cold, very cold. No emotional. We're not going to get all foo-foo-y about this. We're going to just create some clear boundaries and change came out in the reverse, or at least that's how I picked it up. So we'll just go ahead and continue clarifying this. We've got the star here in the lens that everybody's looking through. So there's hope, healing, rejuvenation. I just don't know how to pick it up when it comes out sideways like that. I'm tempted to I'll just pick it up because this is just the way I'm going to pick it up. Okay, so we got the star here, but then we've got this false person here too. All right. I don't know if it's supposed to be in the reverse. It could be that this star is not a false person. Or there could be a false person lurking. We'll go ahead and continue clarifying that with that particular thing in mind, because it came out like this, and so I just don't know which way it goes. You got moving on to calmer waters. There's something ending here. Leaving behind, releasing the baggage, moving on, transitioning. Somebody's got some expectations about the courts or about whatever is going on in the court. Somebody could be expecting to hear something from the court. We've got managing multiple priorities, time management, balancing and negotiating and balancing decisions, weighing options. Oh, gift. How to manage it. There's multiple priorities. Everything needs to be weighed and considered, right? And we've got somebody here in the outcome. Hello. Ooh. In the outcome, who's in a Three of Swords energy. So they're all heartbroken over, I guess, this gift being utilized for multiple priorities, multiple projects. Oh, it's a thief. The thief. Oh, the thief is heartbroken over this unexpected income. Yeah, man. They're heartbroken over this. They're in the courthouse. This thief is having some hard times in the courthouse regarding that money. Oops, come here, you. Excuse me. So there's an official person here who gained control over somebody who is a privileged lady in the reverse. It wasn't an equal give and take relationship. There's an ending to this sudden wealth. You've got death and sudden wealth here, and then you've got mental, like, negative thoughts surrounding that. Like somebody's all upset because there's a death, a literal death to their sudden wealth. Like they don't have any money. Unappreciated came out in the reverse. It's like maybe they're challenged because only now are they realizing the appreciation that they had for their position. They're in despair because they're in a Nine of Wands. They're gearing up to have their faith tested. There's a King of Swords here who's got mental clarity about the truth. Oh boy. Oh, bummer, man. She was unworthy because she was dishonest and all about third party unions. The little hoe. She was a little hoe. And she's bummed out now because she I guess has to go be resilient now because she's in a Nine of Wands. Wow, she was not honest. She was unworthy. She was out whoring around with whomever. And now she's in a Nine of Wands. Wow, she's in despair. This King of Swords was taking care of this person. There was no equal give and take there. It was just take, 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 take. So that's over. That's over. You've got a completion of that cycle, a celebration of life. And it says arriving, and it could be that there's a child arriving. There's a Queen of Cups here who's not in poverty. Indecisive. I know my inability to make a decision hurts you. So there is a completion of a cycle, and there's this new beginning or return to innocence or an actual child, and then you've got this individual who's in despair, who just can't make up her mind who she wants to be with. Her values are all about money. You got this Queen of Cups here, compassionate, healing, not in poverty. She's like emotionally stable, very caring. Her cup runneth over. Somebody missed their opportunity. You got a Queen of Swords here who's got unbiased judgment, justice, independence, setting clear boundaries, very clear-minded and perceptive. Change is here in the reverse. There's no change. This one doesn't change. This Queen of Swords, she never changes, but there's somebody here who's a reflection. Being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. So somebody maybe who was a reflection, somebody who was pretending to be this person, or whatever, I don't know. We'll continue clarifying. We got this star here, and then we got false person. This false person, I don't know whether it was supposed to be in the reverse or in the upright because it came out all sideways on me, and I just don't know what's going on with that. We'll have to... What's this? We got inseparable. There could be a false person here who thinks they're inseparable from this star. Our love is always there despite the distance. Or there could be this star who is inseparable from somebody who may be at a distance. And then you've got this false person lurking. There is a there is a transition, leaving behind some baggage, moving on to calmer waters. There's somebody has some sort of an expectation about what's going on in the court. There's a chaser who has disagreements about what you're moving into. This chaser, this thief is all heartbroken because they're in the courthouse. It's not going well for them in the courthouse. This false person. They're found out to be a thief. The courthouse has determined them to be a thief, and there's a divorce or some sort of a upset. They're confused. They're in emotional pain and grief. Now they're heartbroken because they've been cut off from this gift. They were out chasing around. And what? Ignoring their responsibilities? Or maybe they were out chasing around and there's going to be some sort of an expectation in the court system regarding that, and a relationship ending. There's a relationship ending. They may have disagreed about how these responsibilities were supposed to be managed. Somebody was juggling multiple priorities regarding this gift or how this money was supposed to be spent, and somebody's overwhelmed. They are stressed out right now regarding this. You've got a thief here who in the courthouse. The courthouse has determined this person to be a thief, and there's a divorce here, 3 of Swords. So there's a divorce, there's heartbreak, there's sorrow, and we got detachment here on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, detachment from this soul tie. This person's, wow. Detachment from this soul tie. That this thief has been found guilty in the courthouse. There's a divorce or some sort of a detachment happening. And they're all in grief. They've been found guilty. They're all overwhelmed, stressed out, in despair. They want to fix the connection. Because they're running from the shadow. They're running from the shadows. They're running from this upside down crap. And they need you to make it okay. People are gossiping about this. They're daydreaming about getting back together with you, but it's too late to take any action. They ran out of time. They got too many habits. And it could be that somebody has the hots for somebody else and wants to call them up and hear their voice, have a conversation. So, too late. Oh, I'll leave these ones. Oh, let's use these ones this time. Wow, lots of people are making changes, man. In the collective. Self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. This official person is like, man, he's like, I'm taking off. Okay, because this isn't a reciprocal relationship, and you're not an actual. You're an upside down privileged lady. You don't. It could be that he. It could be Huh. It could be that this upside down privileged lady is only now appreciating what it was that they had, because there's a death to this sudden wealth. There's no more money, and there's a lot of negative thinking around that. There could be some kind of a mental restriction, feeling isolated. Somebody may have got booted out. Friendship. They could be challenged by whoever this person's friends are. This King of Swords. They're unworthy. They were into third parties. They were dishonest. They're in despair. They're gearing up for the worst offensive. They might have got kicked out of the house. They're weary. They're pessimistic. This King of Swords has mental clarity about the truth. Knows exactly what's going on. I'm sure, he probably went right out there and did all kinds of research and investigation to get to the bottom of what the truth was or is. I mean, because, people are, it's the ending of stuff and the beginning of stuff, and folks are like, do I want to, what ingredients do I want for my, whatever I want to add into this, right? What do we got here? These came out. They came out in the, the way that they fell on the ground and the way that I wound up picking them up. We've got health in the reverse. So whoever this is, they could be having some issues with it regarding their health. They're in despair. So if they're a third party person, I mean, and they got issues with their health, it could very well be that they picked up some sort of an STD or something. And maybe that's what caused this King of Swords to realize, and say, what the F word, I mean, I don't know. We got guilt here in the reverse, and this says, I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. But this privileged lady in the reverse is not releasing these beliefs. They got bad health. They got bad health practices. They're not going to stop doing what they're doing. They're into third-party relationships. They're into lying. And this King of Swords is all about truth. That's wild. A truth teller getting hooked up with a liar and a faker. That's wild. It's got to feel bad. But in the recent past here, though, we got completion. Ta-da! Cycle finished, and you got celebration of life. So, and then there's a child. So, who knows? You got somebody here who's indecisive. I mean, I don't know. Maybe this King of Swords had a child with this Queen of Cups. Adversity. It appears somebody was just in their life to bring adversity, to be undecisive, like about having a child, about, settling down, about building a family, but they weren't about that. They were about this other stuff. They were about having this sudden wealth and third party, just hopping around and having fun with their friends, It could be that this King of Swords is intending to have a child with this Queen of Cups. And that this privileged lady in the reverse, who was bringing adversity by being so indecisive and doing all this other stuff, that they missed their opportunity to have a family. Because maybe he's now making a different decision. He's going a different route. He's going a different way. He doesn't see this Queen of Cups as being in poverty. Her cup is flowing over. She's a very nurturing, loving person. And she's emotionally stable. She's not going to go bipolar. Unless, of course, she's also the Queen of Swords. It could get interesting. It could get a little spicy. She could make up afterward. Judgment. Somebody missed their opportunity and they're under judgment. Big time. They won't stop doing what they're doing. With this third party situation. And they won't have a child. They won't settle down. They just want to fight all the time. Or give reasons to fight. Queen of Swords here is not, she doesn't change. Like, she's very steady. She's clear-minded. She's, like, solid, truthful, honest. This Queen of Cups, if they are the same two people, it's like this, it's very truthful, very honest, very clear, and very cold about it, and very firm, if necessary. But then you've also got emotional stable and nurturing. So there's this compassion also. Somebody is missing this person. They're like, oh, being away from you, man, I know I'm starting to gain clarity. Look. Somebody may be like, oh, they're reflecting and they're like, oh, I'm starting to gain clarity, offering to make a change. It's like, oh, so they're reflecting. Yeah, you're right. And they're offering to make a change. Okay, so there they are, offering to make a change. Yes, I've reflected. You're right. Let's make it better. Let's make up. And then you've got this Queen of Swords, who's also this Queen of Cups, very, very rich in compassion and a healing, nurturing nature. And she's emotionally stable and intuitive and caring. And she's also this Queen of Swords, who's very truthful, honest, and direct. And she's steady as a rock. She doesn't change. She's not wishy-washy or bipolar or something that you're going to wonder what you're going to walk into when you come into the room. There's going to be a reason. You're going to either connect with the Queen of Cups or the Queen of Swords. All depends on you, she says. But she's also a star. So there's healing and renewal and this beautiful light and spiritual fortune, right? And lots of love, inseparable love. So this is what you got there. And it's like, boom. But then you got this false person all up in her space, man. She's like, what are you doing? Ah, oh, that's my guy. What is this, man? This is like a drama. Fear. They're afraid of losing this King of Swords. I mean, he's a meal ticket. He's a comfortable life. He's a wealthy guy. He cut off the credit cards and stuff. He put a death to those credit cards. No more going out with the friends who appreciated so very much you sharing the wealth. And there's fear here. They've been seen as a false person. And he's focused on this star. And he's really liking the star. It's like love, honey. It's like love. He wants to have a child with this person in this new cycle. He's already found his new partner. And he's making moves. And it's like, yeah, transition, moving on. There's expectation within the court system. So there is, and this chaser who's been chasing other guys or whatever, they're having disagreements. I wish you understood how I feel, you know? But then you got these responsibilities. You've got this in the environment here. There's still this thought. It's like, yeah, I have to take care of my financial and emotional needs. And it's like, having this around and being connected to that just wasn't doing it because it wasn't reciprocal. There was no, it didn't feed the emotional needs. And it drained the finances because they were out having a great time with all these friends who really, really appreciated the sharing of the wealth. And now there's a death to it. Death to the finances. No more sharing of the wealth with your friends who appreciated it so much. No, those days are over. It could be that, relationship ending and moving on to calmer waters. This person's disagreeing with what's ever going on in the court, but they're a chaser. They're chasing after everything. And there's a purpose here. I know what I'm here to do. So somebody knows what they're here to do. There's responsibilities. There's a child. They want to have a child. They want to have a family. They weren't getting it with this other person. This other person was out chasing dinglings everywhere. And you got this Two of Pentacles. So there's a management of multiple priorities with this gift. Right? Negotiation, balancing decisions, weighing options. Somebody's overwhelmed and stressed out over this gift. So it could be that somebody's overwhelmed and stressed out because this gift is like wealth, right? It's wealth. And they're in the court system right now. They're going through a separation. He's already got his eye on somebody else who he wants to get with. They just have to make it final in the court. Have to fix it up in the court system. Whether that be spiritual court or an actual court or however you want to do it, he wants to have a child. This is a new cycle. And he's got this Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords. He's like, boom, man, she's sweet and she's edgy too. Yeah. So somebody's in grief. They're feeling all overwhelmed about this. It's like their riches are leaving. Somebody's courageous. And this thief is doing really terribly in the courthouse. There's a divorce. They are guilty and they're being detached from this soul tie. Divorced. It's exactly what that is. It's exactly what that is. It's exactly what the cards say. Look at that. They're guilty. They're being detached from the soul tie. And then here you've got the Three of Swords. And what does that say there? If I can hold it steady, it says divorce. So, yeah. That's how it's going to go for this thief in the courthouse. That's wild how it just lays itself out there, isn't it? The message. Oh. There's a serious ending to this whole scenario. It's over. There's no turning back. Absolutely not. Wow, man. He wants growth to expand consciousness and awareness. It's like, this prideful stuff, it's like, boom, shakalaka, I want to be happy. Let's go be happy. That person needs to surrender their need to control whoever this privileged lady in the reverse is, and everything happens in divine order. Freedom. freedom, 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 and then trust and peace. That's saucy. Cheerfulness. In the reverse, this privileged lady in the reverse was not reciprocal in the relationship. It was very one-sided, siphoning the wealth and then fooling around with all these other schwangs and friends and spending this person's money on other people having a great time. But they're not having a great time now. It ain't funny. This is not something to be funny. This is not something to be cheerful about. This official person has gained a victory. There is the Chariot here, and he's moving on. He possessed gifts of the soul that benefit him and others, and it's like, man, what am I doing, right? So there's like this negative thoughts, and there's an ending to the sudden wealth. He's cutting off the credit cards. Cutting off the credit cards. This person may have been, they may be gearing up to have to take care of themselves. Oh my goodness. Again with the death. Gosh, you guys. What in the world? Look at this. Death. Death just came out again in the challenge position. And then we got, man, somebody's in trouble. Somebody got in big trouble. There's like serious endings. Their health came out in the reverse. They won't release the beliefs that that don't assist in soul's growth. They're in a Nine of Wands energy. They've been found unworthy. They're in third-party situations. They're dishonest. They're in despair. This King of Swords is like, got mental clarity, knows the truth, very reliable. Money. It was all about money. It's all about money. They didn't want to have a child. They were very indecisive. And it's like, I know this hurts you. So, but it was all about adversity. So this person was there bringing adversity and just, having a great time and didn't really care about. At least that's the way it looks to me. And this is the completion of a cycle. This person decided that they want to have a child, and it's a celebration of life. They want to have a family. And it says arriving, so it could very well be that somebody's already with child. Ooh, wow. I don't know what this person did for adversity, but this is prison. This is prison. Like, was he supposed to be with this person? And there was some whoop-de-doo going on there that prevented it? I mean, why else would you go to prison? Unless, there's, I don't know. gosh, this could be like purgatory or something. I mean, with all the death here. And with these friends, like there's a challenge with these friends, like the friends like confessed. Oh. So they missed their opportunity. They're under judgment. It wasn't about love. It wasn't about love. There is this Queen of Cups here who is very wealthy when it comes to compassion and the nurturing, the calm nurturing and caring and intuitive abilities. This privileged lady in the reverse wants to change. They want to make changes, but what is this? Falseness. So, but they're reflecting being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity, and they're wanting to make a change with this change card. But he's got this Queen of Cups here who's just like a lover and stuff, who could very well be this Queen of Swords too, like boom shakalaka, who's very consistent, very clear. And this card, which is falseness, came out in the reverse. So this Queen of Swords is like double true. You know, as a Queen of Swords, she's clear-minded and true, honest, and, you know, all that good stuff. But then you got falseness in the reverse, too. And you got change in the reverse, so she's steady with that. You know, who knows how long she's been watched. Somebody feels as though the love is always there despite the distance. They feel inseparable from this star. I would say that's this King of Swords. Feels that this Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords star is his perfect match. He wants to celebrate this new cycle with her by having a child. He wants to have a family with her. And this false person is in fear about this because there's like a divorce happening in the court. Sweetheart. Aw, he thinks his star is a sweetheart. True blue sweetheart. Nurturer. Stable, emotionally stable. You got a relationship ending, moving on, leaving behind, releasing baggage. It's in the court system right now. There's expectations. Somebody's chasing after this person, wishing they understood how they feel. But he's already moving on. He's got his purpose and he wants responsibilities. He wants a family with this person, with this other person. I mean, like, he's not fooling around. He's not fooling around at all. You got waiting. She could be waiting already. Hum da dum da dum. Hello, hum da dum. But you know, I mean, the court system sometimes takes its jolly good time, you know, and you, as it should, you know, be detail oriented and very thorough in its affairs, making certain that everybody is heard sufficiently. Hopes and fears, you've got the Two of Pentacles. So there's multiple priorities being juggled with this gift. There's some negotiations, some balancing going on. This gift could be this star sharing their spiritual fortune. This star is a sweetheart. They're very courageous, and somebody's overwhelmed and in grief about this. Priest came out in the reversed. So this could be a dark priest who is overwhelmed and in grief. It could be that somebody doesn't have any religion or any particular beliefs. Maybe they're an is it atheist? Maybe they don't want to see a priest. Maybe they are a dark priest. Priest in the reverse. Somebody doesn't want to see the priest. Well, you got death out here a lot of times. 1, 2, 3. In the challenge position, death came out twice, and in the outcome, death came out once. You got priest in the reverse. Somebody doesn't want to talk to the priest. They're overwhelmed. They're in grief. Whatever this is, they're thinking like they ain't going to make it. And they don't want to talk to the priest. I don't know who that is. I don't know if it's this false person or if it's somebody that this, if it's one of these third parties, because, and I say that because there's a masculine on this card, and on this false person, there's a masculine on that card as well. So this could be the third party. And this King of Swords is cutting them off. He's cutting this privileged lady in the reverse off, and whoever her third party's partner is, cutting them both off. But there's priest in the reverse. I mean, I don't know. This privileged lady in the reverse, I mean, she could be, I don't know. Some people liken it to the Empress, so maybe she's an Empress reversed. Maybe she's hooked up here. Maybe her third party is a dark priest or something. And they've been kind of using the money of this King of Swords. Doing whatever they do here. They're in grief about this star and this King of Swords hooking up. Like this star could be seen as a gift, you know, who's courageous, who has the inner strength to face fear with confidence. And they're going to, whoa, what's going on here? Oh, we got house. There's a house. Somebody might get the house, or somebody, because there's grief and stress. Something's going on about this house. Somebody's been found guilty. They're getting detached from this soul tie. There is a 3 of Swords here. So there's hurt. There's divorce. There's heartbreak. There's betrayal and disloyalty. There's death for this thief in this courthouse. Like this is the end. And then we've got foe on the bottom of the deck. This person could have been Like, oh my gosh, man. It could have been like one of those spies, that those moles that wiggle their way into the encampment and then like become like a husband or wife and just find out all the little details about every which way they can get however much and do whatever and this and that. Wow, that's what it sounds like to me. And working with this dark priest, I don't know, what kind of stuff they had going on, but this is wild. There's a message about a service and a servant. Something about a room with a Lord who needs consolation over a fortune. They're being haughty, arrogant. They're in sorrow. This thief is having a malady. Wow. They're sick. This thief is sick because there's going to be a child. There's a child with a lover. There's a child with a lover. With a widower. And this is like, wow, this is a bad, this has got death is here twice in the challenge position. It could be that whoever this is, this official person, it could be that they were married to this privileged lady in the reverse and maybe they're a widower. Like maybe there was a death. I don't know. I mean, you got widower here, but then you got divorce there. So I guess you could just take that as you wanna take it. There's a sigh here about having to go see a doctor. Wow. Maybe having a reunion with a friend. Huh. Wild. Wow, man. This is the first read after that eclipse, and it's like stuff just is getting eclipsed out. Third wheel in the reverse. Like, nah, man, he's not into that. That's not funny at all. Wow. Oh, could you just, well, I could imagine. I don't want to talk too much about it because I'm not the person. There's somebody here who's going through it. Real estate. They're challenged by this real estate. So there's no real estate, there's no wealth for these friends who really appreciated that. That's all ending. Death is here twice. And we did see that widower card, so I don't know what that means because we got divorce here. There's guilty detachment from a soul tie, but then there's death there too. There's divorce and death there too. So I don't know, man. It was about money. The King of Swords is in the upright. So, he's not in the reverse. Withdrawal. Yo, health is in the reverse. They won't give up the beliefs or the habits that they've been doing. They're in this whoever this privileged lady is. I mean, it may feel like a death because they don't whatever. I mean, they may be hooked on stuff. They may be hooked on stuff, or maybe they needed pharmaceuticals and they no longer have that. Or maybe they have some sort of transmitted stuff going on. There's profession in the reverse. So I don't know what she had going with this priest here, but whatever it is, it didn't work. And it was rejected. It was rejected. Whatever work they were doing here, this with this third party situation, it was rejected or it backfired. It was either rejected or it backfired. And it was all for money. So this is a completion of a cycle, and there's a child here. Could be a spirit baby. Could be a spirit baby that this person has an intention of having with this other person. Look. Death in the reverse. This person is facing prison. They don't know what to do. They brought adversity. It's like they were holding this person, this King of Swords, away from who he was meant to be with. And they weren't able to stop it from coming together. Anyway, it's coming together. It's right here. Okay, there you go, kid. So, yeah. Very loving, nurturing person. So this privileged lady reverse, oopsie, throwing stuff around. Miss their opportunity. They don't get love, or they're not about love. They're under judgment for trying to flip love. They're under judgment for what they did to love, for trying to prevent these two from coming together in their love union, or for trying to damage and harm love with this third party stuff. And whatever else they got going on there with the health reversed. Family. So this Queen of Cups, whoever this King of Swords is, he sees this Queen of Cups as a high value person. Very wealthy, in that her cup is full, her cup is overflowing, and he wants to have a family with her. That's his intention. There's a child here. There is celebration of life. He wants to have a family with her, and you got death in the reverse, and it's like, no, he's not giving up on that. They weren't able to stop it. This bringing adversity. They're facing prison time. They don't know what to do. Woo, man, this is like wild. And they're like, I've got clarity now. I'll change. Let's do this. Or maybe they got clarity because there is a change. They're protesting. They're protesting. But you got this Queen of Swords here who's very clear, cold, direct. Direct communication. No frills. Only say what needs to be said. Straight to the point. No more, no less. It's all about truth. Falseness is in the reverse. And she's consistent. consistently truthful, this Queen of Swords, which means somebody's been watching and paying attention. And they feel that there's a love here with this star who's a sweetheart. There's a love here with this star who's a sweetheart. Yeah, this false person is in fear because they were robbing. They were robbing. They were stealing, man. They set this King of Swords up. And they're afraid because they were stealing from him. In probably many ways. With this priest reversed out there. Who's also overwhelmed and stressed out and in grief. But yeah, you got this star here who's a real sweetheart. He's like, oh, I love you. Despite the distance. So he could be at a distance from whoever this star sweetheart is. There is a transition happening here within the courthouse. There's an expectation. This chaser is disagreeing with what's happening in the court and what's happening with it all. This person wants to have responsibilities, wants to have a family with this sweetheart. And this sweetheart is like waiting. There's a purpose here. They know what they're here to do. Creation and connection with spirit. Hand in hand. Co-creation. So there's the house here and a Two of Pentacles. So a balancing of decisions or projects or priorities, prioritizing. Somebody's got the inner strength. There is a gift here. This gift could be this star, you know, who is courageous. Somebody's stressed out about this, man. Oh, nightmare. But it came out and it slid into the reverse. So they're stressed out because somebody's not in a nightmare. Like whatever they were doing failed or it backfired. That's what it sounds like. It sounds to me like whatever they had going on, like it backfired. Hard. Like real hard. They want to apologize for fighting, for collaborating. This foe, whoever this feminine foe is, they're apologizing for collaborating against this King of Swords. There's death. They're a thief. They've been found to be a thief in the courthouse. There's death here. They've been found guilty. They're being detached from this soul tie. There's a divorce. Emotional pain for this foe. They were like one of those this reminds me of like a James Bond movie where like, the spy from a foreign country comes in and gets in and marries, like the senator or the president and gets the secret codes to, the secret documentation, that can access all whatever. I mean, maybe that's a little bit macro for this read, but that's kind of where my mind's going with it. Like somebody, dang, man. Somebody was literally sleeping with the enemy and they, I don't know if they knew. Somebody's in fright. Somebody's frightened of being lonely and ill. Oh, so they're frightened. They could be lonely right now. Like maybe there's nobody there. They're feeling ill and maybe they're having some mental issues. Huh. You got unconditional love. Unconditional love with the sweetheart. And then you got coach. So this is knowledge. So there could have been knowledge gained, advice. Somebody's seeking advice. Somebody's following advice. And relaxing. Take it easy. Take it easy. Just go. Take it easy. Coming into a blessing, having earned merit. Wow. So there's a dominator. There's somebody here who is puppeting or manipulating a circumstance that you may have been blind to. They may have been causing confusion. And justice is being served. There's a kindness and a mercy being shown regarding this curse. Whatever this curse was, man. Yeah, this dangerous ritual that they did. Wow, it reversed bad. It reversed hard. It reversed hard. Like they're overwhelmed and overloaded. It's like in excess. Hard. So anyway, with that being said, I am gonna leave it in dang. See you on the next one, everybody.